you doing? Hey guys, good morning. Today I'm going to install the towing hitch for the trailer, which we have on order, and the electrical harness to power up the lights and so forth from the Spyder. Now, I ordered this as a set from CanAmSpiderAccessories.com, and one of the reasons I ordered it from these folks, actually it's Pierre, I ordered it from him. He actually has a very detailed video on YouTube of how to install the harness. I'm sure we've all tried to assemble things that we buy at the hardware store that has a set of instructions that's been translated from 4 different languages, and by the time you try to interpret it, you have no idea what they're saying. So I wanted something that even I can follow. So Pierre does a great job of giving a step-by-step process to installing the harness and installing the actual trailer hitch. So that's what we're going to do with that. Now, before I actually do that, even though the hitch is easily on, easily off again, I want to go ahead and fine-tune or adjust the drive belt to make sure that it's tracking properly. It's a little bit off at the moment, and also make sure that the belt tension is correct. That way, once I get the trailer hitch installed, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's today's project. The process for routing and connecting the plug-and-play harness is pretty straightforward. I just followed Pierre's instructions. So with the harness is safely installed, the next step is to adjust the drive belt in tension. The belt is hugging along the shoulder here. It needs to be about 3 millimeters out. The procedure is pretty straight simple. You remove the axle nut cotter pin on the right side, then using 2 sets of wrenches, loosen the axle nut so that you can make the adjustments using a 6 millimeter hex socket. Well, I have a bit of a conundrum. This should have been a very simple process. Really, all one needs to do is loosen this nut, which sets on the axle right in there, and applying the wrench to the other side right there. You loosen the axle, and then you can adjust that screw, and this screw, actually it's a hex nut, to adjust the tension and the alignment. And I did that, and everything was going good. So I was putting the wrench back on to tighten up the axle nut again. Simple process of loosening it up, and then tightening it back up again. You don't actually need to remove it. And it wouldn't tighten. I went, that's just bizarre. So I realized that it's stripped. The axle nut and the axle bolt are actually stripped. So, I have a conundrum. So now I can't use the Spyder. I can't even drive it until I can get this fixed. So, trying to decide, do I call my local dealership tomorrow and have them send a tow truck over? Because that's the only way to get it to the dealership and have them put the new axle in. And I really don't know how that happened. I have never in my life, well, only one other time in my life I've ever stripped a bolt. And since I didn't remove it, I just loosened it and was going to tighten it back up. My only thought is that this was a problem where it perhaps was maybe over-tightened or cross-threaded from the last time somebody took it off, and when me loosening it up again just finished up the damage on the job. So actually it's rather fortuitous that I'm working on the Spyder and pulling and loosening up this up, because I sure would hate for this thing to work its way loose on a big trip. And although the axle would not come off, it would cause some serious shimmying and perhaps even cause the drive belt to come off. So we wouldn't want that. So this may be actually very fortuitous that this actually occurred so we can address it. Well, fortunately, my axle debacle occurred on a Sunday, which prevented me from calling my dealership and having a tow truck come out and haul it off to the dealership for repairs, which, you think about it, could be a little pricey. The tow truck alone would be $100 just to get it over to the neighboring city where the dealership is. So give me time to think about it. and watched a couple of YouTube videos, and I thought, this is not that complicated. So I started the process of removing the axle bolt, went online and found a part supplier that actually sells the bolts. So for probably less than the cost of the tow truck, I was able to order a new bolt and new nut, and sliding the existing bolt out looks like it's going to be a pretty simple process. So we're going to do that. But it's going to be a week before the part comes in. Of course, be my luck, the trailer will come in this week, which means I can't go get it because I don't have a Spyder to bring it home with. But it gives me time to actually crawl around under the Spyder and learn more about it. Well, the new axle and axle bolt has arrived. So it looks like we're in business. Providing us the correct part. Kind of important that it's the right part and it fits. If it doesn't fit, well, I'm sort of stuck. That looks like an axle. And that looks like the nut. That's an empty box. Now, just a couple of key things. The axle nut. I need a new one. Alright, just laid it down. The new axle nut. Oh, it's got Loctite in the threads. Okay. Alright, now, this is the axle bolt insert for the trailer hitch assembly. It's supposed to go just like that with almost no play, and that is correct. Great. Now all I gotta do is put them all together. Of course, the only problem is I have to go to a formal function. I'm leaving in about an hour, so I'm in the process of getting dressed when UPS shows up. And tomorrow, I have a full schedule, so it's like I can't even get to putting my Spyder back together until maybe tomorrow afternoon at the earliest, probably Sunday morning at the latest. In order to remove the axle and install the new one, the first order of business is to release the tension on the drive belt. The process is pretty simple. The first step is to remove the suspension sensor bolt using a 10mm socket and wrench, and remove the top bolt and nut. Then you remove the shock retaining bolt. I used a 5/8 wrench and socket. You have to use a jack to find the sweet spot where there is no tension on the bolt and the bolt simply slides out. I actually used my leg to activate the jack while pulling the bolt out. When thinking about the axle nut, which has the Loctite on it, it's entirely possible that the last person who installed the axle nut may have cross-threaded it and not realizing that the extra friction was not the Loctite. An easy mistake to make. So we're getting ready to connect the actual tow hitch to the Spyder itself, and it dawned on me. If I'm going to take the Spyder 2/3 of the way across the United States towing a trailer, I need balls. Big steel balls. And went down to the auto parts store and got one, because the trailer hitch does not come with one. So I've got to make sure I've got the balls to tow the trailer behind the Spyder. Well, success. We've got the tow hitch installed on the back of the Spyder. It literally takes probably less than 2 minutes to install. I have not completely finished the installation. The main bolt, which slides through the axle, is right here. Just insert that, and then you insert the nut and the carter pin that keeps it in place. You definitely want to install the carter pin. You don't want to be going down the highway. The bolt come off, the shaft come out, and the trailer hitch and the trailer going down the highway by itself. That would be bad. I think overall the maintenance process was a success. We got the electrical harness for the trailer installed. We've got the trailer hitch installed. We got the new axle installed. Belt alignment and tension is set. The only thing left to do right now is tidy up my tools and go have a cup of coffee. So while I was working on the Spyder, my lovely wife went down to our local deli and picked me up a nice sandwich for lunch. Now that the Spyder's complete, except for the test drive, I'm going to have a bite of lunch and then maybe take a little bit of a break and then go test the Spyder out to make sure everything's working flawlessly. I got to give a shout out to Pierre up in Quebec of CanAmSpyderAccessories.com, and you can catch his videos on Spyder TV on YouTube. And nobody's talking to you. Pierre, I got to thank you for the tutorials that you put online about your products. That's the reason I bought your product. The trailer hitch and the plug-and-play harness. It went in textbook. The time-consuming part for me was finding the appropriate tool and wrench and size wrenches to remove all the parts and to figure out how to do it. The actual work is actually everything I did, just replacing the axle and installing the harness and the tow hitch. Piece of cake. Pierre even gave me a call last week to make sure that the hitch arrived as scheduled, as what I needed. And I just want to give a shout out. That's customer service to the 10th degree. So thank you so much, Pierre. I appreciate the phone call. And yeah, if you're ever down to Virginia Beach, look us up. Love to go out and ride with you sometime. It would be a hoot. So folks, I'm going to have a bite of lunch and take the Spyder out for the test drive. Catch you later.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Feel free to leave a comment below.